You're listening to the Smash Bros. Cast Episode 9. I'm your host, N64 Josh. My sparring partner and co-host, Nightcrawler. What's up, man?
How's it going?
It is going good. It is going good, and we got a little bit of Smash news to talk about. Just a little bit. Not too much. Be a little shorter episode, but that's all right. It's all right.
If the leaks are right, maybe we'll have a lot more to talk about next week.
That's true. So we're going to just jump right into this thing. GoNintendo.com is reporting that Sakurai hasn't been killing himself with the latest Smash. He's only working 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 5 days a week.
I guess that's good for the game industry, but it seems like, according to the article, it seems like that's becoming more and more a common practice, and that labor laws are kind of cracking down on companies to make sure that they're not killing their employees.
Yeah, it's I got some quotes from the article, and if you guys want to check the article out, it's n64josh.com/SBC9. That's where you'll find the show notes and the links to this article. But I pulled some quotes from it from Sakurai. It says, in the game industry, there's a lot of overtime, all-nighters, and coming in on holidays. It's a practice that has been occurring for a long time. That suddenly changed in recent years, though. So that's good. Here's another quote. It says, actually, if you look at the other companies and even myself, 10 p.m. is when everyone goes home. Or rather, maybe we're getting shut out. I go to work at 10 a.m., so usually I spend about 10 hours working each day. In the past, it wasn't that uncommon to work until 1 or 2 in the morning, so compared to those days, I'm taking it easy. And I don't know if you guys remember, but from the earlier episodes when I talked about the history of these games, Sakurai kind of quit after each one. He's like, yeah, done. Melee's the last one. We're done with it. And then Brawl came out. Yeah, Brawl's my last one. And then Smash 4.
But it helped that Nintendo threatened him just to release Melee with online support.
That's right. That is what was threatened. So I'm really glad to hear that he is. He at least sounds happy. Sounds like he's not like killing himself making this game. Cannot wait to get a hold of this game. Hopefully, we're gonna have some news very soon. And this takes us right into our next little bit of news here. This is a GameFAQs post about possible E3 leaks. So this is just rumored at this point, but according to this rumor, if you come back on May 7th, we're going to find out that it's all true. And supposedly May 7th is when we're supposed to find out about Nintendo's online, get a little more details about it. So I just grabbed the little bit at the end of this thing. If you want to check it out and see, it's supposedly a leak for Nintendo's entire E3 show. I just grabbed the last part, and this is according to this leak. So again, it's just a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. 2 trailers for Smash Bros. For Switch are the last things. One reveals Captain Toad. The other reveals Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. This is why they've been quiet about the Switch version of the trilogy. Gameplay is shown, and it is a mix of Smash 4 and Melee, being very colorful yet detailed. Coming out in September alongside the online service. Ice Climbers are set to be revealed during the Treehouse Live. So if it's true, how does that make you feel?
They're also saying that there's going to be amiibo for both Crash and Spyro.
Amiibo?
I think maybe it was just Crash. I think the amiibo might work in the Spyro game because they did say that they were going to announce the Spyro trilogy coming out to Switch as well.
I see. That's earlier in the article or earlier in the post. I got you. I just kind of zeroed in on the Smash stuff, so that's why I grabbed that for our notes here. But what do you think about this? I mean, does it sound a little too good to be true? Like, do you think it's real?
I mean, going through and reading everything that was in the GameFAQs kind of leak here, it seemed like a lot of it is everything that everyone's kind of been hoping for, where a lot of I've heard back and forth on different outlets that people are skeptical if we're going to actually see gameplay footage from like Metroid Prime 4, and that was mentioned that that would be there. So I mean, it just seems like a lot of things that people are are wishful thinking for are mentioned in this. So it could just be giving them everything that they want, and the guy even in the post talks about how it wasn't him directly that saw this, it was somebody else that he copied it from, and they had seen it, and that's how he got it. But I mean, it'd be nice, but I'm definitely taking it with a grain of salt. And the biggest thing that I am taking it with a grain of salt about is, you and I have talked about this, and we think it's likely that the game is going to come out alongside the online service, and that they've said it's going to launch in September. So we know that's coming hopefully around then. And this rumored date for the online service, which we'll find out, hopefully they've said this month. So, and if this leak is true, then the 7th, so Monday, we'll find out more. But if the date that they've said that the online service comes out, it's a Monday, and we were talking a little bit before we went live, and every game that's published by Nintendo launches on a Friday. So maybe they're trying to make sure the servers don't crash if everyone hops on and tries to play Smash Online the day the online service goes live. Or maybe they're going to give everyone a free weekend beforehand so that you can play online and realize that you want to have that, and they get your $20 then for the online service. Or the other option is there still is one more Friday left in September, and they get 5 days to make sure the servers are stable, and then the game comes out. So it could be any all or any combination of all that stuff in there.
The thing I'm wondering about is, just listening to you talk about it, the one thing that pops in my mind is, hopefully we're going to see a beta. You know, Nintendo seems to like, they seem to like doing these betas. That seems to be more of a thing. And so we got, Mario Tennis Aces, ARMS had a beta, Splatoon had a beta. Like, I can't imagine this game not having a beta. So there's a chance, right? I'm just complete speculation, but there's a chance we could be going hands on with this game. Like, if it is coming out in September, like everybody's thinking, we might be able to have like a beta like around August or something, possibly.
Yeah, maybe, like we were talking last week, maybe they do a Mario Odyssey kind of tour like we were talking about, and then give it a couple weeks to fully flesh out the stress test / beta, and they can kind of do a trial run on that, and they give it to everyone to have for a weekend.
And the other thing is too, there's a chance this game doesn't come out until October, so that the online is ready to go. There's, everybody's playing the games they've already been playing, Splatoon, Mario Kart, that kind of thing, and then you get that load of Smash a month later after they've kind of worked out some kinks. So it is, I mean, anything is possible at this point. It's all speculation. You pulled out another rumor there about Odyssey that made you think about Smash. Go ahead and read that.
Yeah, so this one, I think the first part of the rumor is that Luigi is going to be a playable character in Odyssey. The second rumor about Odyssey was that Wario and Waluigi were going to be playable characters, which a lot of the comments on the leak were kind of counting that as a strike against this, and that it was not going to be real. But if Wario and Waluigi come to Odyssey, and especially because Waluigi would be a playable character, that he might get his chance to come out of the shadows of a assist trophy in Smash and actually get to join in the fight himself.
Interesting. I know that's all everybody wants. They just want to play as Waluigi. They can't wait.
Hit people with roses, right?
Yes. So, one of the things, we were just talking about, like the online and that kind of stuff, and we've been playing Smash online quite a bit. What do you feel like would be some of the best quality of life things they could do for us when it comes to Smash 5 on the Switch?
I'm hoping that just an online service we can maybe have more stable, because even today when I was playing For Glory matches a little bit, it got laggy at some points. I know you and I played this week, and we hit some really bad lag in a few different points in the match. So especially if they're going to make this game as the another thing in the rumor said that it was going to be kind of a cross between Smash 4 and Melee with speed. So sounds like they might be listening to the competitive community a little bit, and if it's going to be a competitive game, then you want to be able to have it be viable online, and connection is super important when it comes to that. So hopefully the connection can be strong based on Nintendo's online service. Maybe less people that are currently using the service right now, and it could be different architecture as well for based on what the Wii U uses. But hopefully that's shored up a little bit, and it's strong connections peer to peer, or I don't know if Nintendo would do this, but get dedicated servers for certain games. That would be nice. But yeah, and then also today, just maybe giving you a different option to rematch the last person you fought in a For Glory match, and or just better ways so that you don't have to back out and rematch make to fight a different person.
Yeah, just that alone would be really nice. Being able to just to get the matchmaking a little bit better. The other thing is one, I would like to see them take a page out of the ARMS book where you can jump into a lobby and it just like if you and me and five other people jump into ARMS, you and I might play a match. And then there might be three other people that get paired up. And then after you and I are done, we go back into that pool, and then maybe I'm playing with two other people and we're doing this match, or maybe I'm playing with four. Like it just kind of grabs random people and puts them together. And if we could modify that ourselves to where it was like, hey, it's just 2v2, we're just doing two stocks, kind of set that up, that would be cool. ARMS is a definite improvement over what we have in Smash right now. The other thing would be to have tournaments that are easily set up. We know we're getting tournaments with Mario Aces, so that would be nice to have, where it's just, hey, everybody sign up, sign in, and here we go. And if I fire up a stream, or somebody fires up a stream, we can just jump in, and everybody knows who they're playing. They know who they're, and it just auto fills that bracket, and we can just in real time see those tournaments take place. That would be sweet. That would be really, really cool. And then the last thing, which I've talked about on here already, is just having those lobbies where you can kind of just say, I got next, right? Where you can just kind of put your little virtual quarter up there, and it's just winner stays, and we just keep going. Head to head. The nice thing with like that ARM style is that you don't ever stop playing. You don't have to just watch. But then on the flip side of that, if you do that I got next style of play, well, now you can just watch. If you want to see, like, okay, we're obviously playing with some people that have more skill than me, or whatever the case, and then you can watch what they're doing, and then hopefully improve. So.
Yeah, like when we fight Shell Shock and Silver, and we can see how bad we're going to get our butts kicked.
Yeah, or Nintendo David 64, who I need to give a shout out to for sending me a copy of Smash Bros 64. So he completed my Smash collection. I now have all the games, all the Smash games. So pretty excited for that. So thank you for that, dude. So we have a few other things. There's kind of some fun stuff going on, and things coming up as well. Super Smash Bros. Con is a thing I just learned about. I think Nightcrawler posted it in the Discord. I had no idea this was even a thing, and it takes place August 9th through the 12th. And give you guys a little bit of info here. There is a link to the site. It's just supersmashcon.com. And again, I have a link in the show notes. But here's just what the front page of their website says. Super Smash Con is a massive Nintendo fan event and the only place to find some of the best international esports competition alongside an all-ages convention. From the world's largest Smash Bros. Tournament to live shows, music, and panels, and more, SSC has something for you. Join the thousands of Nintendo fans from around the world. We can't wait to see you in August. And this takes place in...
I think it's Virginia.
Yeah, in Virginia. Chantilly, I think is how you say it, Chantilly, Virginia. So registration's going on now. The early bird registration ended at the end of April. So, and it looks like, let me just take a quick look here. Looks like you can do a 4-day pass, like a competitor 4-day pass, just a regular 4-day pass. And I'm going through and trying to see what the pricing is. Looks like it's about $85 for the competitor pass, and then looks like $89 for non-competitor, and then there's no 1-day passes available right now. So anyway, if you're in that area or you want to just go and hang out with a bunch of other Smash fans and Nintendo fans, it sounds like a pretty cool event to go to. So
Yeah, and they're playing all versions of Smash. They're playing 64, Melee, Brawl, and Wii U.
yeah, I was looking at their Twitter, and they've got a lot of people signed up for stuff right now. So definitely looks like a really cool convention, and something I would like to be able to go to eventually. So who knows?
Yeah, and I think Rhino in our Discord said he's working a booth at his girlfriend's like game store has a booth there or something like that. So he's going to be there working it. So maybe we can have him on after that convention, kind of see what he saw.
Yeah, that would be great. The next thing that was brought to my attention today is another website called Beyond the Smash, and that's going on right now. I have links to the Twitch page and to their Twitter, but just to give you kind of an idea of what's going on, it started on the 2nd, and it basically, the stream started at 1 p.m. and you can kind of just see all the different there's a picture here that we'll go through, but you've got like a caster bracket. They play like hide and seek. There's just it's just a gathering of the Smash community that looks to be really cool. It looks like there's another podcast called Bad Melee Podcast. They do some Mario Party. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. The Twitch channel, I went and watched some Melee today, and it was like 1,400 people in there. The casters sounded awesome. Like everybody was having a really good time. I was watching 2 Marios go head to head, and it was pretty cool. So
That's right up your alley then.
oh yeah, anytime I can see Mario, I'm good to go. Did you catch any of this or get a chance to see any of it yet?
I saw it when I was kind of going through the show notes here, and I think when I got on, they were playing hide and seek already, so I didn't actually get to see any of the competition stuff. But I'll definitely check. It's going on for another, what do we got, 3 days left to go. They're going all the way through the weekend, so I'll definitely try to check that out. We do have Splatfest coming up.
That's true. That's true. So it looks like there's a doubles top 4 tomorrow. Group stage day 1, Mafia, Twitch chat AMA, Scar and Toph late night show. So there's stuff happening, and again, there's links in the show notes to that n64josh.com/sbc9 to be able to see the schedule and to see the different links. So our character spotlight for tonight is going to be Bayonetta, and we're going to do the character spotlight a little differently. So instead of us just going through the character's move list, which is, I mean, for just an audio podcast, I don't know that it's that it really does that much good. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the best videos that we can find. I will embed them in the notes, and so if your character comes up, you can just check these notes and watch these videos. Bayonetta is somebody that I've played with a little bit. Crawler likes to play with on a regular basis. He found a video from I think it's the Skuxt one, I think is how you say it, but I'm not positive on the pronunciation. But good video, kind of breaks down go over some of the stuff that this video breaks down for us.
It's kind of just going through a range, like just all the different moves that she has to offer, and what is the most powerful options that you have with her. And a lot of lot of things that you can learn from the video is I didn't realize that if you're continuing to hold A on all of her moves, they all continue with gun arts. So not that it's going to do a ton of damage, but it does do about 1%, I think, for every bullet that lands, and it'll continue an up kick on her slide, or she'll just continue to fire her gun after landing punches, which usually I stop after that fury of skull punches that land. But if you continue to hold it, you do leave yourself a little bit vulnerable with it. But if you're looking to just kind of get a few extra ticks on their percentage meter, then you can use these gun arts all the way through. And also, another thing I saw on there was her neutral air coming down. If you hold it once, you'll kick, but if you hold it, she'll do a spinning kick all the way down, so you have an extra chance to land those hits as you're coming down. So there's a few good things, especially if you don't have the time to sit in training mode, or utilize this, watch it like Josh does sometimes, and then pause it and try to replicate those moves in training mode. It's just a lot of things that you might not be able to practice and learn just playing either online or even with your sparring partner, unless you're taking the time to watch what's going on and then practice it. So
yeah, and Bayonetta is one of those characters that, like, I mean, a lot of people say she's OP. She's tough to fight against. I remember when I was playing as her and went into For Glory, and just I couldn't believe how fast my percentage was going up, and I was just getting juggled, and then I was out. I was gone. I was like, what? Yep. I didn't even know stuff like that was possible, and I was very, very impressed by it, and then was like, how do I replicate this? And then I eventually moved on from her to Mario and stopped playing with it. But if you want to really learn her moves and get better with her, we've got the video right there in the show notes, and then there's also another link that is just kind of her move set and just kind of walks you through that. Because she's a DLC character, we don't have her in the digital guide or the physical guide. She's not there. So there you go. If you want to get a little bit better with Bayonetta, we've got some videos right in the show notes. So as far as Smash practice for this last week, you and I jumped into a few games. I jumped into a few games with Nintendo David, and I still don't think I haven't beat that guy in a while now. It's just, but we did have a couple really good matches where it wasn't just like super one-sided. And I know for, when you and I have been playing so much that we can read each other at this point,
mm-hmm.
And so to try to mix up the moves, it's important. It's important to be mixing things up. You even mixed up characters. You grabbed Luigi last night, so we were doing Mario versus Luigi, which was fun. But you were doing really well. Like, you're doing really well.
Yeah, and I mean, you and I talked about that when we were sparring a little bit. But I think just having played against Mario, Luigi has his own moveset that differs a little bit, but there are some similarities in especially his up B and his down B, and just some of those moves and how he moves on the platform. So I was able to kind of take what I've learned from watching how you play and adapt it for Luigi, which is definitely different than Bayonetta, how I've been playing. And it was fun. And we had, I think, 2 or 3 good matches that we were right down to the wire. I think we were both at 100-something% going down. And Luigi had that nice, fun little I know karate move that knocked you off. So
yeah, I was not happy about that. I wasn't too happy about that judo chop. So one of the things last night, I think, didn't I hit like 218% before you were able to finally smash me with one?
You kept coming back. It was like that deja vu of that Lucas match we had.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. So, again, guys, if you're looking for somebody to practice with, jump into my Discord, and there's, just put a post in there. Hey, I'm looking to play, whether you're on 3DS or Wii U. And this, I mean, look, it's the calm before the storm right now. Like, once this game drops, there's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be so many people playing all the time. I just want to. the whole point of this thing is just so that when this new game drops, I'm not completely terrible like I have been for all the other ones. And so, one of the things that I've been really trying to work on, and it's what's interesting is when like a lot of my practice time has been with Nightcrawler and not going into the training mode, which I need to still spend some time in the training mode. But one of the things I've been working on is uh, really just trying to get the little tap jumps, just the little half jumps, like not kind of just flicking that jump button a little bit. And the other thing is trying with Mario to constantly set up that back air, so I know that when we're playing together, I'm doing a lot of the same things over and over, but I'm trying to get that muscle memory down. So it's not the best thing to take in when you're sparring, because it's like, man, you just keep doing the same things over and over again. But I feel like every time we jump in, I'm adding another, like, just another attack to the arsenal, basically. Something that I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little more comfortable with this. I can keep this going. So there's always that just constant learning, constant trying. And so the other thing that I know is important is text. And so I've been working on that a little bit. Basically, like, when you're landing and not just letting the full animation go, because you're just basically sitting there helpless. But if you can tap your shields, and there's some other ways that you can, as soon as you touch a surface, you tap your shield and you'll tech. And I put a video from Smash Central official. It'll be in the show notes here, and it kind of just goes over how to tech. And the example they give is like throwing it, like if they use a bomb at a high percentage of damage, and that bomb will, if you have basically a ceiling or something above you, and a lot of times what's happening is when you're fighting somebody that is really good and can like continue attacking you off the edge, and then they can hit you so that you end up bouncing off the bottom side of the stage. If you don't tech, sometimes it's just going to send you straight down. It's basically going to be like spiking you down to your death. But if you tech, you kill the momentum that's there, and you may be able to then use your up B or a jump to get back onto the ledge and then keep the fight going. So that's kind of the point of this. I feel like it's a little advanced for me at this point, but I want to start introducing some of these things and really just paying attention. Like when I'm landing, what is happening? Am I leaving myself open right there, or am I able to immediately get a move out? And that's the thing with teching. As soon as you pull off the tech, you can do a move. So it may give you the chance to get away from something. It may give you the chance to set something up. And so it is definitely an important skill to have. I know I'm not there yet, but that's kind of what I'm going to be working on for the next week. And so I don't know, what did you feel like you've been doing for the last week as far as practice goes?
Well, talking about that teching a little bit, I guess I haven't watched this YouTube video yet, but I'll definitely take a look. But I've noticed that if I'm falling down and I know I had gotten hit and I'm about to land hard on the platform, I've been working on trying to air dodge just above the platform, and it brings you right back up to your feet a whole lot faster than if you were to fall and have to go through the stand-up animation again. So I guess I've kind of been doing that a little bit without having watched that video. So it's good to know that there may be other ways to do that as well. But the other thing I've been doing this week is just kind of taking what Scott said last week to heart and just working on embracing just the move set, working off of A quite a bit, and just using those regular attacks. I also need to work on, especially with Bayonetta, sometimes I get a little heavy on the thumb and I move to my smash moves a little too much without getting my tilt moves off. So been working on just trying to work off A and not being heavy on press and A, so I can just keep those combos going. And especially with Bayo as a juggler, just kind of keeping people up off the ground and work that into those B moves that are supposed to be those finishers. So
yeah, I'm just having a blast. Anytime we get to play, I'm like, we tried to play on Sunday night and I ended up working too late and just basically passed out, which was a bummer. But I can't encourage people enough. If you've got Smash on your DS or your Wii U right now, find somebody to play with. Like it is a ton of fun. And we just hop into the Discord, like into the voice chat, so that we can, we'll even be like, hey, let's try this move right now, which is kind of nice. Like if like I could see him doing certain things that I'm like, hey, try mixing this in, or try mixing that, and then vice versa. Like it's nice just having a second set of eyes. It's not always fun to hear that. You're like, no, I got this, but if you really want to learn and get better, pay attention to the critiques.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a fight, and then we'll both kind of just stop inadvertently for a second, and then we'll talk about something and work through it, and then all of a sudden it's fight on again, and we just keep going. So
it's like Wayne's World. Game on, man.
Game on. Car.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, hey, guys, thank you so much for tuning in live with us. This show was recorded on twitch.tv/N64Josh. Everybody that's here, Snake Eyes, Yickum, Shellshock, Nosmosis, Swing Shifter, thank you guys. If you're just lurking in the chat, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. Nightcrawler, where can we find you?
You can find me lurking in Josh's Discord. Definitely hit us up in there now that we've kind of covered both Josh and my's main characters in Smash. Let us know who you're playing, and maybe we can feature you guys on the character video that we have here fighting during the podcast, and also kind of get some of those. We can search the internet for you as well and hope find some of those videos to help you out and make you better. You can also follow me on Twitter, just Nightcrawler724. Nightcrawler's without the E, and I'm there.
All right, guys, the music you're hearing right now is Metal Melee theme, and you can check out the full video at n64josh.com/Metal Melee. It'll take you directly to YouTube, so you can watch this video. This guy's just shredding on the guitar. It's really, really cool. If you want to get yourself a free book from Audible, you can go to audibletrial.com/SBC. Guys, the chair I'm sitting in is from OPC, and right now their Master Series chair, if you use my code N64Josh, they're already on sale, $20. It takes another $10 off, so you can get a killer gaming chair for $30 off right now. The show notes for this episode, n64josh.com/SBC9. Join our community. Come on over. n64josh.com/Discord. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, all the stuff, YouTube. It's N64Josh. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really, really appreciate it. If you like this show and you're listening on iTunes, leave us a review. That would be super awesome. We really appreciate it. Also, check out my Twitter for a chance to win a $60 eShop gift card. It's my pinned tweet on my Twitter at N64Josh. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode.
See you guys next week.